Hi, I'm John. This is my show, An American Scheme. Today, I'm going to talk about 1 week in the life of Ariana Grande, from the Aretha Franklin funeral to the death of Mac Miller. So I believe that the death of Mac Miller began with the chain of events that started at this event, at Aretha Franklin's funeral, when Ariana Grande, we can say she was groped. I have no problem saying she was sexually assaulted. I think this was more of a sexual assault in public, and Ariana Grande chose not to press any charges against this guy. And there's a lot of things about who these people are and how powerful they are, and you can see with the crowd that's behind her. This was an elite crowd. Ariana Grande is an A-lister, and she's in that crowd. And then she was assaulted in that crowd, but instead of standing up against those people, she chose to realign herself with those people. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video here. So I wanted to show you also on that podium there, it says, one Lord, one faith, one baptism. Okay, what you'll find in the world is anytime you have anybody preaching to you one way this, one way, when they're talking about a thought or a way of belief, or when they're telling you that they know your future and it's only one way through this, okay? What you can do instantly is you can instantly say those people are not credible. They're not worthy of being given any respect. What they're doing is something else, because what they're doing has nothing to do about the human experience and respecting other people's beliefs and their experiences. You know, it's all about learning. They think they've got it all figured out. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one big pile of bullshit. That's what it is. That's what they're feeding you. I literally say this to you people that you don't understand, that most of the people that believe in that type of thought of one Lord, one faith, one baptism, I swear to God, if you told those people that if they ate their own shit, it would make them smarter and better human beings, I guarantee you those people would eat their own shit. That's how fucking stupid they are. They're not meant to be taken seriously. You treat them with respect as you treat any human being, but they're to be treated as intellectual or as any form of a godly person. They need to be totally discredited in our society, and we need to start talking as intellectuals. And let's respect intellectuals, not these piece of shit morons who are trying to tell me they've got everything figured out in my life for me already. All I gotta do is follow them. And once in a while, they might put their cock up my ass, and I just gotta take it. That's what these people tell you. That's the world that they control over you. Ariana Grande was publicly sexually assaulted. Nothing happened. Not only did nothing happen, she was attacked and blamed for it.
It was extraordinary. It was extraordinary. From the Clark sisters to Shirley Caesar to Smokey Robinson to Gladys Knight to Valerie Simpson, Ariana Grande.
Okay, Whoopi Goldberg is in the entertainment business. Ariana Grande is an A-list entertainer. You're going to tell me she doesn't know who Ariana Grande was? Whoopi Goldberg is talking about she was at the funeral, so she saw Ariana Grande perform there. I'm sure Whoopi Goldberg was very aware that the talk after it happened the whole weekend that was Ariana Grande was sexually assaulted. But now on the show, the first show that comes out, Whoopi Goldberg, being a powerhouse in the Democratic stronghold and of the I don't know, the Hollywood elite, I guess is the way we describe these people. These Hollywood elite people who are in charge of the viewing, the way the viewers get their information. And these people put thoughts into their heads and the little way they talk and stuff, and this becomes acceptable to the viewers. And that's what happens in our society when it's completely wrong. You know, who is this person? When you really see what happens, does she stand up for Ariana Grande? No. In this day and age, as a woman, does she mention, well, I'll show you here, does she stand up for Ariana? No. She blames her.
And who caught a little flack because of her dress. And this is all I would say about this. If you have somebody who's a little older in your entourage, they can help you understand what the critique is. Now, you can always wear a short, cute dress, but you have to have your arms covered. You gotta have a little more oomph to it. But she was invited and she was asked to sing.
Okay, so here she is completely attacking her dress. And the total typical standard attack of a woman who has been raped, you know, one of the most standard basic attacks of that is, oh, did you see what was she wearing? She was asking for it. She deserved it. That's okay. So for Whoopi Goldberg then to come back and not defend Ariana Grande, but then to blast her on her dress as that is the cause of her being attacked. It's like fundamentally the worst possible thing that she could do, but she did it. She sure as hell did it. Then what she does is she subtly informs Ariana Grande to get advisement from older people, because they're going to be able to tell you about the critique that's going to come down on you if you start to open your mouth. And so what she really did is she advised Ariana Grande, you better get some proper advisement from older people before you make your next move. Before you make your next move to see, because she knows that she was assaulted, but what she's telling her is just shut up. You're not allowed to stand up for yourself. You were assaulted by a powerful man, and you as an A-lister, you have no right to stand up for yourself. And what she's telling her, and furthermore, is she's saying, if you do stand up for yourself, you're going to be blacklisted in this community. She literally is threatening Ariana Grande's career, and she's telling her to shut up. This scumbag Whoopi Goldberg, that's what she did. These are powerful people. She stood up. She told her, shut the fuck up, Ariana Grande. It was your fault for wearing that little dress, you damn little hooker bitch. That's what she said to her, you little slut. What do you think's going to happen, you little slut? You walk into a funeral dressed like a hooker, of course you're going to be assaulted. That's what she's saying. She's saying that if you walk around dressed in something that we might appear as being what a hooker would wear, because also that hooker dress is very fashionable and girls wear that all the time. So you can't associate them with being a hooker because they want to dress attractively. That doesn't make them a hooker. Doesn't mean you get to put your hands on them. They still have a right to choose, you know. So when the guy did what he did, and Ariana is bashed for it, and she told her to get proper advisement. Then what happens, Ariana did get proper advisement. And what happens is she goes on this show here.
Hey Ariana, you busy?
No, come in.
If you look there really close, what I want you to see too is if you look at the outfit that Ariana has on right there. Oh, I'm going to go and move this over and zoom in on that then for you because I didn't have it. Zoom in really good here. Come on, focus in there. Let's see if it gets, let's try to get right in there. But you can see it there. There, you can see it clearly. That's a good picture of it. See the top Ariana Grande has on? It's showing under boob. Now, what happens is that after Ariana Grande got advisement, what happens is she was advised by her advisors, her older advisors, and they told her, look if you step up and you accuse this person of assaulting you, it's going to jeopardize your career. You're getting into a position here. You can't do it because of who he was and the other people that were involved. You're opening a door here that they don't want to talk about, and there's elections coming up. They didn't want to talk about it because it was all negative towards the Democrats, the Hollywood elite, the stronghold, the power hold over the Hollywood society. And this girl's because she was assaulted, they literally threatened her career. And then now, when she wore the other dress, I wasn't in so much a critique of her. But now this, for her then to be the first appearance after she was assaulted, and now you can see that she's taken advisement. They put her on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, which is a Democratic stronghold of the Hollywood elite. And they put her on there, and she wears this top with an under boob. And now, I'm saying, oh, whoa, she is a hooker. That's hooker shit. For her to do that after she was assaulted, then for her to come on this show with under boob showing like that, that's hooker shit. And boy, I lost a lot of respect for her. And I would think that this is a part of the reason I think Mac Miller saw this performance, and him being in the entertainment business and everything, he would understand all of the influences of what she's dealing with and how she's been influenced of what had happened after she was assaulted the last week. So I'm sure that he saw this happen. He saw this stupid episode. Watch this. So this is what they do.
Have a seat. Come on.
Thanks so much for being here. I always love it when you come on the show.
Oh, thank you. It's always a blast. Do you want a drink or something?
Actually, yeah, sure. I'd love a drink.
Oh, relax. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so the reason they're showing her hair, is because the issue was with her breast. She was groped. So now what they're doing on this is they're taking the issue away from, they said, let's have the talk be about another body part of hers. That's why it went to the hair. Because this is a stupid comedy sketch. It's so stupid that you can clearly see that the sketch was intended to cover up the things that had just been happening in the last week. So they said, okay, we don't want to be talking about her boobs. Let's talk about her hair. That stupid laughing in the background, it's so fake and corny.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean,
a different drink?
No, this is
who
great.
laughs at this? To me, it's so stupid. And when they laugh and they make you think it's acceptable, that this is comedy. This is not comedy. This is trash. This is like really bad propaganda, whatever they're showing here. But this was clearly to reintroduce Ariana Grande back into society. And after this happened, boom, it was all over. That she was assaulted. No more of the talk. Now the talk is, oh, did you see Ariana doing the skit on the Tonight Show with her hair? And oh, look at her hair.
Stop. When did this whole thing with your hair start?
I mean, I've always worn it in a ponytail.
Okay, now there's a woman being assaulted, okay? And who comes to the rescue? Ariana, the hero.
I got this.
See, now, Ariana is a defender of people's rights. She'll stand up for women. Oh, yeah, put the handcuffs on the bad guy.
My purse.
Uh-huh. Oh, Ariana helps women. She cares about women.
That was amazing.
Everything's amazing in their world. They live in Hollywood. It's amazing. It's a beautiful world. Nothing's wrong. This is the shit that they fucking feed you. They're feeding you shit. People like eating shit. I don't understand why people like eating shit. This is straight shit. They're feeding you shit. And they reintroduced Ariana back into society as what she is, a hooker. She's just a fucking stupid hooker who's selling sex. And I don't care how good of a singer she is anymore or what talent she is. When she did this shit, she undermined all of what fundamental society and caring about people is about. She didn't stand up for women's rights. She didn't stand up for her own rights. She let the Hollywood elite force her into obeying what they said and obeying their rules, or else she was going to be blacklisted. And because of that...
Just learned Mac Miller has passed away at his LA home of an apparent overdose.
And because of that, Mac Miller dies 1 week later. You have the Aretha Franklin funeral taking place on Friday, August 31st. You have Mac Miller dying the very next Friday, September 7th. he was upset, clearly saw that she has been turned into a hooker, that she has been turned out. They turned her ass out. She's now just a hooker in society. She's an A-lister. And as long as she plays her little hooker role and does what they say, she can stay up there with the Hollywood elite. She can play the big concert venues. They'll always talk positively about her. But if she would have stepped up against that, instantly you would have seen the negative attacks coming down on her viciously. She wouldn't have been able to book the big concert venues. She would have been blacklisted in ways that you people don't understand. They straight up told her, do what we say or your career is basically over. You're going to have to go struggle. She then said, I don't care about the people. I care about my career. And I'm going to align myself back with the Hollywood elite. That's what she did by doing that stupid hair episode on the Jimmy Fallon show. Mac Miller saw that, was probably up all night, all screwed up, because this is what happens to creative people. Their mind starts to, it starts going and going and going, and they can't stop it. He's not a drug addict. He's a genius who has a mind that is going and going and going. It's hard to stop that. And sometimes when you're a person with a mind like that, you use drugs because you need to slow down a little bit. It gets too much. Sometimes you need to sleep. You need to take a step back. You need to calm down. So you start using drugs and you start numbing the pain, and then you start enjoying the high. That's where a drug addict does, because drugs do work. There is a high there. You start enjoying the high, the depression with the combination of the high, it gets dangerous, and then these people overdose and die. And that's how it happens. It's because they got emotional problems. There's real issues that they're dealing with. And Mac Miller is gone because Ariana Grande refused to prosecute that bastard preacher who sexually assaulted her. Then she realigned herself with the Hollywood A-list elite who threatened to blacklist her in Hollywood. And because of that, Mac Miller died. That's exactly what happened.